We dropped to, once again, the single digits and teens. Is another cold start. You feel it when you walk out the door. But a lot of refreezing, a lot of little snow patches and ice patches you may run into. It's not as if all the roads are completely covered in anything, but it's just small little patches that you got to look out for. You go on a stretch of road for a while and you think, hey, I'm good. And then all of a sudden one will creep up on you. So that's what you got to be on the lookout for this morning as you're waking up and headed to work and school. Right now we're mostly cloudy. I think we're going to stay on the mostly cloudy side. And because of those extra clouds with a few sun breaks here and there, we may only get to some low and mid 30s. We're going to be flirting with that freezing mark today. So a lot of the snow that we picked up may not really melt. A little bit may. And for some of us, we just got a dusting, so some of that will go away, but some of it won't. I think we'll hold a little bit going into the weekend, and then it's gone this weekend because we'll get back to the 40s and 50s. It is 21 degrees right now in Indianapolis. Still have a light northeast wind at 10. It's not as breezy as it was yesterday, but there's still a little bit of a wind that you do feel. A lot of teens and 20s all across central Indiana. You can see some of those dustings in some of the cameras. For example, you're looking in Carmel, you can see a little bit of that dusting out there too. Right now, the wind chill down to 0 in Kokomo. Yesterday, we were at -10, so small improvement. We'll take these small victories. 10 is what it feels like in Indianapolis. It only feels like it's 12 right now in Richmond. But weather impact today will be these roads. They're not all just covered, but we have these ice patches and snow patches and some black ice generally north of I-70. And we're going to show you some of the maps where we are getting some black ice to report on some of the sensors coming in from NDOT and then some of our own sensors with some of the snow patches. Generally, this is going to be something that we deal with all day because we're going to be cold. Because even if we get more traffic, you'll start to melt some of it, and then if the colder air kind of holds right at 32 or 31 or even 29, you can still refreeze that at some point. So it's an all-day thing, but definitely more this morning will be the maximum threat. Once you get to 11 o'clock to noon, a lot of this will go away, but you can't rule out something still staying slick throughout the day. So headed to school this morning, you can see down below we do have some 2-hour delays, so keep an eye on those. We're starting off in the teens. We'll try to get close to freezing right there at recess, maybe above freezing temporarily this afternoon. But it will be on the chilly side, just a touch warmer than it was yesterday. And where we picked up some of that snow, which we'll show you some of the snowfall maps here in just a little bit here coming up at 6:30. We had the snow kind of in here, just north of Indianapolis, and that's where we have the colder air too. Farther south, we've got some 30s and maybe some low 40s expected there towards Bedford, a little bit warmer for us, kind of getting a jump start on those 40s before the weekend. But generally mostly cloudy, a couple sun breaks throughout the day. It'd be nice to get a little bit more sun, but I think we're going to be limited in that sunshine. And not a lot of sun with this weekend either, because we've got rain chances on the way Saturday night and into Sunday. That's our next storm system coming in as we do warm up to some 40s and 50s, more 50s on Monday as another round of some rain will come through. We're thinking up to about a ½ inch of rain could be possible this weekend.